Taliban nowadays expect women of Afghanistan to keep them deep into pain, tears, so broken into pieces. But look at me. On behalf of women of Afghanistan, I have this beautiful smile on my face, and I'm talking to you today about our dreams, our wishes, and what we want you people to help us through. My name is Zarifa Ghafari. I'm an Afghan woman. My experience is shared by millions of other women of my country. Since birth, I saw women being born into the fire of war, extremism, discrimination. Since birth, I saw women being sold for money. I saw women being stoned. I saw women and their body being born on a street following the bombings. I saw how my people and my country were being sacrificed to the ambition of outsider powers. From Soviet Union to the Pakistani occupation to the America. We Afghans have endured the level of violence in our lives that I'm definitely sure no one sitting in this room could imagine of it. But still we are here. We are standing here, we are smiling, we are breathing love, peace, and beautiful message of solidarity, unity, and strong messages to stand all together and fight for peace and love. My country have been facing a lot just because of being center for power experiences for the superpowers of the world. As I said previously, from the Soviet Union to the new government and back to the Taliban, to the Mujahideen, to everyone. 20 years of involvement in Afghanistan and the wasteful spending of aid monies in my country, and the deference of working from the level of countrysides and the center. And the focus that not only international community, not only the government of Afghanistan, but everyone had on glory buildings, beautiful cities, and some women on the screens, some men on the screens, forgetting the countrysides, letting that same people to burn in the same fire, draw us to the current situation of Afghanistan. Afghanistan is today one of the only countries around the world that has been more than 215 days, girls are not able to go to secondary school. Afghanistan is the only country around the globe where women have to present their programs on TV with covering their faces. Afghanistan is one of the only countries where at least the maternity health care services, which is so primary right of women to have it around the country, is really, really in a very bad situation. We are having women that are ready to sell their daughters to feed the rest of the family. Afghanistan is the only country where women are allowed to beg on the streets, where women are allowed to sell their body parts, their children, their house materials, or do anything else, but not allowed to go to office, to go to university, to go to school. And the world is silent. The world is silent. Sometimes it feels not so good because you see how amazingly, just because of maybe we are not American or Europeans, We are being discriminated by the world. Nowadays, Afghanistan is not a headline, a hot topic to discuss, while we are experiencing the very bad limit of violence, human rights crisis, and discrimination. Freedom of speech in Afghanistan is already gone. We don't have free speech right to anyone. Whoever speaks to criticize, to solve, to judge, or maybe to advise the government or anyone else around, they get directly attacked, imprisoned, and directly held to so much of violence. International community's involvement in Afghanistan, it was always a good experience of 20 years. But now, after the fall of Afghanistan after the fall of government on 15 August, we really wished that maybe something good will happen by the passage of some time. At least, let's give a time, let's give a chance. On 26th of February, same this year, after being evacuated from Afghanistan, me and my family, by 22nd August last year, I left back home. I went back home, and I was there for 10 days because I wanted to give a chance. I wanted to see myself. I wanted to let's try once again to start a new life. But being there, what I saw, what I experienced, I was never wishing for. Restriction on women is not just a rule on them. It's clearly tried to banish all women from the country. Closure of schools for girls is clearly a smart trick to vanish of women of my country. Unemployment, hunger, every side. We women, we have been never part of the crisis of the country. We were not Taliban, we were not Daesh, we were not anyone else. We always been part of beauties, developments, and good things to our country. But at the end of this chapters, any chapter, it's us to pay the biggest price. It's we. It's the women of the country. After being present there in Afghanistan, and after seeing the crisis, I started thinking with myself that when the world is going to forget us slowly, it's the time that we need to stand ourselves and we need to do something ourselves. I started working on my organization, which I had since 2015, but I never worked for because I was busy with working in governmental offices and all that. So we started up setting a center where we are going to deliver vocational and educational training for women. We are giving services for free for maternity health care, from doctor checkup to the medicine. Everything is for free for widow women, and we are expecting at least to deliver this amount of services, at least for 5 more provinces for this year. And finally, I think the world needs peace, love, and solidarity. No one else can give this more better than us as women, because we can fit in any type of relationship to spread this beauty, love, and peace. Let's educate ourselves, take the lead of our communities, and start leading our own communities to our countries. The woman and the world, they both need each other so much now. If Russia had a woman president and Ukraine had a woman president, will that something happening right now? Would that happen? I really can't imagine. It was like the world was a beautiful place to everyone then. So let's take this moment, and finally, I ask you all to please stand in solidarity with Afghan women and pressurize your government everyone around you, raise your voices in support of women in Afghanistan, because we are not different than you. We also want to go to Mars, man. We also want to be doctors, engineers, and people, speakers like you on a stage. We are not different than you. And please ask your leaders to not seek differences into blood of human beings. Doesn't matter which country, which religion, which identity someone holds. Thank you so much.